Well, it's a hot one out here on the 30th of June. Where's my old backyard? I understand everybody. It does look like it's a little bit of a mess out here. The gophers came in, and when they attacked this area, finally got rid of them. But on the same token, there were just way too many holes. Great for fertilizing, I guess, somewhere down the line. So what we're going to do today, we're going to work with chuck roast. Now this I had thought out over a day, and it's still a little bit frozen, and it's Sunday. I don't have any other time during the week to really work with thawing out things. So what I'm going to do right now, as you can see, this is fairly thawed out right now. I put it in the microwave for thawing for a few minutes here. Everybody loves leftovers, but in this case it's charcoal leftovers. And I'm going to try to see, based on the instructions with Blaze, I could reuse some of this stuff here. So how much I can use or what, and we'll find out. Okay. I want to let everybody know we're using the Emerald's Essence all-purpose seasoning. Not sure if you're getting this or not, but that's basically what I'm using for a rub. Okay, now someone can tell me, this is what I got from yesterday's smoke, leftovers. So is this okay? Is it bad? Should I throw it away, start all over new again? I'm going to try to use this for today's cooking. And I may not add a lot more into this, because if this is really good, then I must have ended up putting about 3 or 4 hours of, or maybe 2 hours of overness. So I don't want to do that again today. So I'm going to take some of these, particularly the big ones, and maybe I'll add some more big ones in here too. Not big ones, but I'm going to dump the rest of and keep this in this pan on the Kamado. So this may be good enough for today. So I'm not going to I'm going to add some wood into this and see where we go from this, okay? I'm going to put this on hold for a moment. Okay, so I got this set up. I'm hoping this is going to be good enough. I forgot to bring out my mini torch to get this thing going. But I think this will work. Let me get this on hold again. Okay, here we go. Try to get this thing lit first. It does get to be a little smoky at first, but then you get that. This is where I was saying initially, what you want to do is you don't want to have that blower on full blast, because otherwise ambers get around. And all you really want to do is get this thing heated up. So I just want to get it slightly here. Have it on low. If I feel like it needs to go up more again, I'll bring it up. Because the goal is I want to get that thing heated. But I don't want a lot of ambers flying around either. And I have this down at the bottom because I don't have a grate in here and I just want to get this poured right on in. So I still see it lit. This may be fine. And you know, some people say, 3 minutes is all you need, or 10 minutes. I just want to make sure that this thing is cooked or is lit, because I don't want to end up going back to it saying, oh man, it died out, And while that's doing that, I have the damper widely open here. I have the damper closed down here. So we will open that full. Now, I'm going to show you guys some things here. Ooh, sorry. As you can see, it is still burning in there. But my setup is right here. You can see that this side is not even full over here. But there's a lot that's full here, and this is where the damper is. I want to lay down my coals right up on that, so that way it heats up there and I have more control over the damper to get air in there so that it will continue to heat. Keep in mind, we're doing 4 hours today. I had a lot more than what's here on my short ribs, but I wanted to experiment and see how far this will go with what I have here, because I have a July 4th 12-hour cooking, and I want to know basically how much lump chunks do I need to put in a Kamado, a BLAZE Kamado for that matter, the one that does really, for 12 hours. So let me put this on hold right now. Hopefully a second is up. So as you can see, this is used, or 2 days ago or the night before last, charcoals. So it's heated up pretty good right now, and I didn't use that long. Once again, like maybe 3-5 minutes. It's lit. But I'm gonna wait a little bit here, make sure that thing is fairly cooked, and then I'm gonna dump it, like I said, right into that one hickory there. These two are apple, and let's see what we can do with what we have. I'm not adding anything. No charcoals, no new fresh charcoal in this cook. Still, it's reading a consistent 200, and I have this fully opened. I'm gonna have to drop some fresh lumps in, and this is what I meant is I bought one of these things, which is small, to probably do some assist, because even though my Kamado has a small hole, it's kind of like, try to not get burned. And the thing is I already have the grates in, so even if I had the meat in and I had to add more charcoal, this is going to be the thing I'm going to have to learn how to do myself here and determine whether that's going to increase the heat. I'm going to still keep this open, and I haven't put the meat in there yet, so it's reading right now at 200. I need it to get at least 25 degrees hotter. So if I have to keep pushing in some more fresh lumps, that's where I'm going to be throwing it in, because I won't be opening. I have no intentions on opening up with the meat inside and the water inside. This is going to be exclusively running on its own. So, and hard to say that it's doing everything I wanted it to do. So yeah, the only thing I would have kind of liked with the Kamado is if it was a larger damper. There's no reason to, maybe there is, I don't know. But if this is the case that I have to keep it small, as long as I have some small chunks to put in there, and they are burning, push it a little bit further in. Maybe that's what I need to do. Close it, see if I get some more heat in there. So just want to let some people know what I'm doing here, and it is experimenting and learning. Another thing I could do, because I'm seeing nothing's changed, it's still staying at 200, is I don't like to spend a lot of money on things, and I think it's not necessary. But this thing here has been helpful for me to just put some more air in there when I can't get air in there. And that may bring it up. Here. So we'll see how I get on board with this. I'll talk to everybody in a bit. That did the job, and it did it so well that I'm going out of bounds. Let's bring it down, or up around 260. See what I'm saying? It's very easy to jump heats, but I want to get it down properly. It's easier for me to open up the dampers and keep something in a locked position than it would be not. I do not have meat in this yet. But, you know, looking at 250, you know, I could say, you know, that's okay with me. I'll open a little bit up there. Let's see where we go. I think it's time for me to drop the meat in the grill while I still have it where it is. And I can just easily just take it the way it is right now and just open this, drop it right in there. There you go, folks. Hopefully that didn't change too much. And if it did, I could bring it up a little bit here and a little bit here. I've got time to monitor this today. It's not like I don't. So as far as I can tell right now, we're at 225. It's exactly where I want it to be, but it is the dampers right where they are supposed to be locked for 4 hours. At least one glove, maybe, yeah. Hard to say. Maybe I better go to. We'll put the gloves in here. All right, we're opening it up. All right, so here we see. I still see water in there. That's a good sign. I may not need to end up doing too much on this. I'm gonna flip this over like so. Want to use a probe, turn this on, see where we're at on this. This is reading 136, 139, 140, 141, you know, 141 over here, 143. Don't really feel like there's a lot of smoke in there, but I see enough water in there that's still there, so I think we're doing fine with the water. I'm not going to really try to pour in any apple juice right now, but I'm going to close that up right now and add a few more charcoals. Okay, as you can see here, we're at 200 here. It just came up a little bit. I added some more charcoal in, and I'm just going to end up adding some heat in here. I know that if I put this blower down here, up here is kind of pulling out some smoke. So I know it's working. And I have a good visual here on this. It's a little dark. And as I can see here, we got some smoke coming out. I added a few more lumps, not that much, but enough to keep the fire burning. Anyways, here we have this temperature right now. We're 1 hour more into the 2 o'clock area. I'm going to take a quick look and see what my timings are on this meat now. Opening it up and putting it in here. 132, 140, 143, 146. Normally, I'm going to pull this out right now and take a look at it. 144. I'm not sure in terms of smoking. This is really the route I should be going with a beef chuck. I know I've cooked beef chuck before, but in an oven. And in the oven, it was more like, it was so tender and juicy. So I'm going to take a look at this and pull this out for the moment. Well, there we have it, folks. Not really too sure. I think in terms of cooking beef chuck, normally I keep it around 130 to have it, fully cooked in the oven. And the way I usually do this is I sear the meat for about 2 minutes each side. From searing it, then I end up tossing it into the oven at 275 for about 30 to 45 minutes, and it turns out really good. This is a little bit tough, although the meat looks like it's good. I don't think I want to end up going any farther with this right now for today. This is a 4-hour smoke. I'm just going to grab this little piece that I cut. It is very tender. Not as tender as I'd like it to be because it's beef chuck. So in comparison to the oven cooking, it might taste a little more like it's overcooked. So maybe what I might have should have done is taken it out after 3 hours. But I'm okay with this. Just want to show this again here, but I'm going to make some pictures,